Welcome to Sweethearts or Rivals. I'm Charlotte.
I'm Justin.
Today we're going to be doing a list video.
Yep.
And we're going to be doing a list of the top 50 games that if we ever had to call our entire game collection just a 50, which 50 would they be?
Yep.
And I chose my games on the basis of how sad I would be if I never ever in my entire lifetime ever again got to play the game.
Me too.
Ever again.
Yep. Awesome. Today we are doing number 25 to 21, so we are in the top half of our list. And I believe it is...
Your turn to go first.
Ooh, my turn, okay. So my number 25 is The Ancient World.
The Ancient World.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yep.
That's a good game.
Yeah. So Red Raven Games by Ryan Lacat, I believe is how you pronounce it.
L-A-U-K-A-T.
Yeah.
L-A-U-K-A-T.
Kind of like a one-man company. He designs, playtests, does the design, the publication.
Illustrates them all.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They're beautiful, yeah.
But awesome little worker placement game, set collection, putting stuff together. I really like the theme where you're building your tribe up and attacking these giant monsters and stuff. We really need to kind of bling out our game instead of the little... cardboard chits for people. I'd love to have some like mega meeples. That would be cool.
Oh, some meeples?
Yeah, that would look awesome. But yeah, awesome little game. Love it.
Cool. Oh, me.
My 25.
Me.
Your 25.
My 25 is Mangrovia.
Mangrovia. Nice.
And I like this game a lot because it's got that way how you select your actions.
Yeah.
You use that little disc before you actually get to take your actions. So
yeah.
You kind of reserve your actions. And then it's a little bit of area control, which is interesting because usually that doesn't work for a two-player game.
Yeah, but it does.
But it does in Mangrove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because you want to go for like the really good spots for points, but if you go for spots that don't give you points in the area control, they give you other benefits like going up on the relic track, which is really awesome because the relics really, or the artifacts, I can't remember, but they really help you out a lot.
Yeah.
Lots of really good choices.
Yeah, and it's really a pretty game, too.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, awesome game.
25.
25. Which brings us to number 24. My 24 is a game that I never get to play.
Oh.
I know.
Is it Dominaire?
It is.
Oh.
Dominaire is a unique area control game, but it's not the area control part of it that I enjoy. It's every round you have a handful of cards and they're all personalities, and you reveal one of them, and that is the next person that's a part of your conspiracy. And then you have this really interesting choice of, do I reveal this person in round 2 where they're not going to have a lot of power but I can use them for the rest of the game, or do I wait until later where they're more powerful but I get to use them less? And you don't get to do a lot of things, but when you do get to do that one or two things, you've got a lot of choices to what to do based off those personalities. And then I guess the one point of the game that just blows my mind is that last round when you reveal the last person in your conspiracy, and that's who you are. That is your character in the game. And as a storyteller, RPG player, that just draws me into the game so much. The rest of it is area control and kind of a just basic area control that's not crazy interesting.
Yeah, because you're spreading your influence over the cities or whatever.
It's very straightforward.
Different districts.
Yeah. And I guess one of the reasons why we don't get to play it is a long game.
It's long, and I find it a little complex for me.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. It's a little more complex of a game that would be my level.
Yeah. The interplay with all of the characters in your conspiracy, that is complicated.
And also I think it's a better game with more than 2 players.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a bear to teach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does come down to area control. And area control, unless you've got it working really well, it usually doesn't work for 2 players. And it, unfortunately, it doesn't really work in Dominaire for 2 players. Not well, anyway.
Yeah.
So, never get to play it. It's got a couple of reasons why, but when I
you'd be
do get to play it,
really sad if you never get to play it again.
Wow, that just like, ooh, what's going to be in my conspiracy now? I love that. It's amazing. So that is my number 24. What is your 24?
My 24 is Sky Traders.
Nice. Sky Traders. Cool.
It's a pickup and delivery game, which I really like.
Yep.
But it's got a cool theme because I'm in a skyship.
Yeah.
Which I really like. So you've only got so many holds in your skyship to use, so you have to manage how many goods you can take. And it's got a really cool market manipulation, kind of like the stock market.
Yeah.
Which makes your goods, like, you really want to buy them low and sell them high. And there's a really cool way with dice each round that you manipulate that market with.
Yeah.
And the combination of the pickup and delivery and manipulating that market to get your goods to where you want to get them to sell them for the highest price possible is a really nice combination. It works really well together.
Yep. Yeah. Pickup and delivery and market manipulation are two mechanisms that aren't usually great, but the way that Sky Traders does both of them together,
we like it.
Is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. That was your number 24. My number 23 is Eminent Domain Microcosm.
Ooh, a little game on the list.
Yeah, quite high up too.
I guess.
And the reason why it's high on my list, even though it's a filler, and fillers aren't usually our cup of tea, we tend to burn through them and then burn out of them really, really quickly.
Yeah.
The reason I like it is because it takes all of Eminent Domain and it distills it down to a quick, awesome little game.
Yeah.
And I feel after playing Eminent Domain Microcosm that, it took a half an hour and I feel like I got an entire game of Eminent Domain in. Yeah. And it's fun.
Yeah.
Cool. You're
Me?
23.
My number 23 is Palaces of Carrara.
Nice.
And I like this game because of the rondel and how you buy your blocks.
Yeah.
And then you collect your blocks and then you get to build your your buildings in each area. And then each area gives you different things, like whether it's money or points, and trying to balance your points and your money ratio. And you can't play it the same each time because you're going to have the different goals for your end game conditions each time. So if you kind of do just go along and play it the same, but really the other person or someone else is focusing more on those goals, they're really going to clean your clock on that game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's a good game. That was your number 23?
Let's check that it was.
My number 22 is Euphoria.
Euphoria, eh?
Yep. And Euphoria is this really good kind of post-apocalyptic, dystopian game. But what it's really about is you're rolling dice, and they're your workers, and then you're allocating them to actions that you want to take so you can get resources to manage into better resources, to manage into an area control and taking over the world. And it's awesome.
Cool.
It's very intricate in how all of those systems play together.
Work together, yeah.
And there's some hidden information. There's a little bit of gaining influence and power so you can get access to special abilities that kind of make it even more interesting. It's also a race. Who can get all of their influence out on the board the faster. Yeah. So you really have to be efficient in what you're doing so you can beat everyone. Very unique, very awesome game. Yeah.
Cool.
What is your 22?
My number 22 is Euphoria.
Nice. Nailed it.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
funny. Not only crossover, but on the same number.
Yeah, exactly. 22 Euphoria.
So I like it for all the reasons you said. I also like the bits of the game are awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's one of those games where you're like, I'm going to get this to turn it into this so I can go do this.
Yeah.
I like those kind of games with the 1, 2, 3 step.
Yep.
I like those kind of games a lot.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Which brings us to number 21. My 21 is Ninjato.
Ooh, ninjas.
We don't have a lot of ninja games, which sucks. People, you need to make better ninja games. Seriously. There's not a lot out there. But this one's awesome. And it's very unique. You've got ninja powers. You've got some choices on whether or not you're going to go in stealth or attack and how to manage that. And then all of that aside, what you're really trying to do is you're trying to build influence with certain clans, and then you're trying to put those clans into power in the village. So you've got to do both of them in order to win. And you can be focusing on getting that specific clan into power, and your opponents are all like, oh, he's going to do that, so I'm just going to go get influence in that clan. So suddenly you've just done the job for your opponent, and you're just like, no! And then on top of that, there's also a lot of really cool ninja powers and getting bonus points by getting like gold cards. So a lot to that game, even though it looks straightforward and easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting game. I definitely need to play it some more.
Yeah. Great little game. Like it. What's your number 21?
My number 21 is...
In Jotto. No? Oh, darn.
Lords of Waterdeep.
Nice.
Waterlords!
Yep.
Yep.
With or without the expansion?
Well, it depends on my mood, because I think right now I would rather play it... If I were to play it right this second, I would rather just play it
Base?
base.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, I mean, the expansion adds a lot to it. So it depends on how intricate a game I'm going to want to play.
Nice.
But, I mean, it does have those other areas, so you can get other people. Like, if someone blocks you, there's more places to go.
Yeah.
I like it both ways, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the fact that if we set it up and started playing with the expansion, you wouldn't necessarily have to run into the expansion areas.
No.
Which is kind of nice.
True. Yep.
Yeah.
But I think my most favorite part of the game is placing your worker to get your people, whether you're getting the rogues or the wizards or the clerics, fighters.
Yeah.
And completing your missions. It's kind of more like a resource management or worker management.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite part of the game.
Cool.
And the way they count down the game too is kind of cool.
Yeah.
There with the... Because each build, like, it counts down and it's got victory points at each round. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to put those victory points on buildings. Yeah. So it makes some of the buildings that weren't as desirable before a little bit more desirable. I like that in a game too.
Yeah. That's a good way of keeping track of the rounds. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep. And a lot of, you already, and there was another video you mentioned a lot of good points about Lords of Waterdeep there too as well.
Yeah. That is our 21.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're at the end already.
That's right. So that is the our next 25 to 21 of our top 50. Yeah. We're going to go put another video together, which is going to be our next 20 to 16 in our top 50.
Ooh, we're getting there. We're getting down.
Yep. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time.
Laters.
The person that just focuses on the goals is gonna wipe your butt.
Yep.
I mean...
Wipe your butt. Whip your butt.
Yeah. I'm going to say that whole sentence over again.
Okay. That's not going to be a blooper.
No.
Wipe your butt. That was good.
Maybe I'll say clean your clock instead.
There you go.